I arrived in Hollywood, I first came out here just with Ray Peterson and Corina, Tell Laura I Love Her of the Wonder of You.
Yeah.
And I was playing guitar for him. I was 19, so that was 62. And I turned 20 that summer. Leon and I are the same age.
Uh-huh. You were born in 42?
Yeah, August 26, 42. We're both born in 42.
Yeah.
And so is Lindsay.
Oh.
Lindsay's in March, Leon's in April, and I'm in August.
Yeah, well, you have a good memory. So anyway, I came out here with Ray. We were out here about a week, and meeting us with the manager. He had a big session, and which I did not play on. I just sat and watched, And then we drove nonstop from here to New Orleans. Wow.
To play a big show in Pontchartrain Beach, on top of a lifeguard station, kind of like a bowl thing.
Yeah.
With Roy Orbison and Bobby V and the Cosmos Studio Band with Dr. John. Mac Rabenak was the piano player, and he was 20 years old. I turned 20 in New Orleans on that trip in August of '62. But then Ray called me. I worked off and on with Ray. I was trying to go to college same time, so I moved out here in January of '64.
Yeah, and you made your way through lineups of like the Crickets and Roy Orbison, I read.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I actually got to know Leon. Ray had a new manager, and he ran 8 Cuff Rows out here on the West Coast. So that's why we moved out. And so he had me. We'd play all these clubs and so forth, and he had a name because of all the hit records it had. And so we're playing Cinnamon Cinders, and at the time there was a whole lot of clubs and a whole lot of bands in the area, from San Bernardino, Riverside, Downey, Anaheim, Ventura, all over town here.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ray and I were busy every weekend, which was good. We was paying the rent, but anyway, so we played in spring break '64. So it must have been around April. Either late March or early April, at Balboa Island down in Newport, and had a big old, turn of the century 1920s dome shape. I'm going blank on what you call it. Had a big dance floor and a built-in stage, like where big orchestras used to play.
Yeah, like
they had dancers.
Like a ballroom or.
Ballroom, exactly, yeah. There's another name for them. A lot of them were glass, and so, this is a big old wooden dome-shaped thing, and all the rides were real low at the amusement thing on the ocean there.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, on the show was the Safaris, the surf band, the Safaris.
Yep.
Somebody else, Stevie Wonder and Ray was headlining.
Wow.
And Stevie was 16 years old, and he only had the one hit at the time, I think, Fingertips, and maybe something else.
That's amazing.
And the Safaris were the backup band for all of us. And Stevie was struggling, man, would try to play Stevie's song right.
Like the Motown guys.
Oh, yeah. So I went, after he finished his sound check, his rehearsal sound check, Ray and I did ours, and we went to, he had me, so I say, okay, it's in key of so-and-so, you did, no, don't play this there, don't play there, so Ray always sounded okay, because he had had someone behind him that knew all this material, but Stevie showed up on his own with his road manager. They were trying to explain it,
Yeah.
And so he got back to the dressing room after it was his turn. He came back. I said, Stevie, I know your songs. I said, if you want me to play with you, I'll be glad to help you out here,
Yeah.
And he, that'd be nice. No, he was rocking back and forth. He said, I think they're going to be okay. I said, okay. I think you'd be better off using me, but